Mhm. Hey, Rob. Hey, John Perrin. How we doing? I hadn't really thought a lot about how I'm going to cut this, if I'm being honest. But I think I'm going to start with some sort of saw. And I'm a little bit limited in my time, so I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible. Soon as find my chat. There we are. All right, let me see what I got here. Got a scroll saw, I got this saw, I got some sanders. I'll be honest, I hate this thing. I'm gonna try with this. I'm gonna try to get the bulk of it out. See how that goes. Do a quick clamp over here. Maybe I'll do it this side. You can see that on there. And we'll see how it goes. That's gonna be the best way for me to cut that. Let's try right there. Again, cutting out all of that. So all we're trying to do is get this clean and neat, straight through. Yikes. So the bench is a little bit in my way. We're gonna power through it. Want to make sure we stay at a 90 with those teeth when we get to an edge. I'm gonna stay 90 degrees here too. Still sustaining, only straight cuts. That's all this saw is going to do. But we do them in such a way to maximize that, because the curve cuts are tougher to do. So you get them as much of the straight stuff out of the way as you can. What we're cutting is out of a mold, right? We're making a mold for the leather. And and it has to be straight on the walls of it. And this tool is sort of notorious for wanting to travel a little bit. I could also say I'm notoriously bad with this tool. So I'm not going to rely entirely on the tool. And the great thing about it is the versatility this tool, this coping saw, is going to let you have because of these tabs right here. I don't know if you can see it. That basically turns the blade. There's one below, there's one above. And you try to keep them in line and you turn them to the direction that you want to keep that blade in or send that blade in. And it allows you to do it. But it takes a little practice to get good at it. But nothing else that you're going to operate by hand is going to do as well as this is. And if I hadn't put so many booby traps in my way with this vise, with this clamp, this would probably be an easier task than it has shown to be. But we're getting through it, staying to the inside of our line. Perfect. And then we will let this thing do some of the rest of it. Some of the rest of it. What kind of English is that? It's that bad bunny English y'all get so mad about. I don't understand. I don't understand. It must be evil. Let's see if this 80 grit still gritting on 80. Tighten that down and we'll roll the inside edges. And in this case, I got to mask up. I remember when we had to say that every day. Make sure you mask up. I'm gonna use it to stand back this little bit right here. Just because I'm lazy and I don't want to change bit. But this is actually what I was trying to do. Because my leather's already got a finish on it on one side, I don't want to make it rough in here. I want it to be gentle so I don't scar it up too bad, because I don't know how to fix it yet if it does scar up. So I am no leather worker, traditionally speaking. But today, we're going to work some leather. Yeah, it's coming on. Let me do something right quick. Let me just do something right quick. Let me just take a second to do something right fast. And we also have to get the bottom as clean as the top. I'm putting a little angle in my dangle. And making sure to carry the same level of care down low as I do up high. Oh yeah. Now we can touch it with the sander. A little softness on that edge. You don't want hard edges. You want definitive edges, but not hard edges. Now, once I make this, once I make these templates, I can reuse them, and each time they will make my shape plus my edge. Essentially, this is what we're after here. There's a mold for that. And we see here, we already got a problem with this edge. Let's go ahead and pull it back a little bit and round it out. That should get rid of that. File guys hate me. Hate me. They'd be like, Wes, bro, what are you doing with that file, bro? Do you even file, bro? Do you even file, bro? That's a little bit. Let us see what we've gotten if we've not here forgotten. A charlatan forgotten, what was it? That looks comfy. That looks more comfy. Now, we got the inner dimension to get so that it can fit in. And there. So we need another edge. But we need it more differently. Guess we need this to be that side, right? In the great words of Tone Luke, let's do it. Please, baby, please. And remember, we want the blade profile plus the leather. So I'm intentionally letting the edge of my pencil ride the rim of the hook. So that'll give just enough gap. Just enough gap. I can get that bad boy in there. Like swimwear, as it were. In this case, here's what's going away. Even one faithful boob behind. And this shall be the beginning of the other end, the other side of what is going to be a spoon, knife, leather sheath. It makes no sense because I make no sense, my friend. You're not alone in your assumptions of ignorance. It's true. I am a poser. Fraudulent is my accent. But as ambitious as they come, my friend. On with the torture. On with the bloody torture. Shout outs to Rob and his legitimate British accent that is not rubbish. But honorable mention to me for making the attempt. I got a mask on, so I can't just blow it. My favorite quote of 2020. Oh, bummer. Yes, yes. Another scabbard. Now, this is a sheath for existing knife blade. Tuck him away. Just make it safe. Get out of here. Use some power. No. See if it all worked. Where, oh where, did my little toy go? That is what we want. How are we gonna build it though? How are we gonna make it work? How are we gonna build it though? How are we gonna make it work? I got you. too big. Quick cut. Then back to our show. Where would the leather be? So, what we are going to want to do, put that there. Let's flip it. Forward flip it. That over there. Get down on it. Come on. Wait. Clean that up a little bit. Getting rid of our saw marks here. So I got that little bit. I got to get it out though. Don't want that inside of my situation. And what we're going to be doing is checking for consistent distance. That should be my new rap name, Consistent Distance. Coming at you live. Consistent distance. Thank you, New York. Consistent distance. If we put him here, like so, put him or her, you know, right there, like so, I think we get more or less what we want. I'm going to fasten that one down right there where he is. This will keep us from getting it twisted. Inside that hole, let's see. Now in this case, I'm going to go pretty tight. Just because I want this thing to land exactly where I want it to land. Get that little bit off of there. This is a scrap board, obviously. But we're going to get that off so we don't have to worry about it later, preventing us from getting a full bond. Sharp chisel is super handy. And so now we know glue side, glue side. Get it going. Dang, I always get up. I always get up. It's right here. I always get up though. I always end up getting them. I wonder if this might be a super glue scenario. No, because I already got epoxy on there. But I put my epoxy back in my newly designated place the last time I put it up. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Where else would I have put it? With my absent-mindedness. Check here. Nope. Over here, perhaps. No. Tabletop. No, Guillermo. No está aquí. Listen, if I get desperate enough, I will for sure use that super glue. I just think it takes longer to set up, and I don't want to take longer to set up. But for the life of me, where else would I have put it? I have not traveled with it. Not in my bit box of miscellaneous items. All right. Guess we're just gonna have to be on the super glue train till otherwise notified. Damn, I hate that. So I totally need it for the leather too. Maybe I should just clean up like an adult. It's just not as much fun. And then we found it. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix it right here on the board itself. Spread it out on the board itself. It don't take a lot. Mission successful. All right, let's go ahead and mix it, spread it. And I can stick this literally anywhere. Let's just set it over here. You won't do it, will you? I wonder how long until somebody tells me to put salt on it. Let's have a little countdown clock. Right back to our little scrap piece and get this glue out of the inside here. I don't want to make little ridges and bumps, anything weird, unwelcome. So now, to some degree, this should be somewhat of a stationary jig. As soon as that glue dries, next thing we need to do, figure out how to get this one also in there. And also what size leather piece we need. I'm gonna have to fold over like that. And it's gonna have to go over like that. That's not enough. That's not enough. Okay, that's definitely gonna be the way. Have to be the way right there. Let me see. Just long enough to do it. How deep does it need to be? Let's always give it extra. And always cut some off. We gotta make us a little mark. Some way to get an idea. And I'm gonna just cut straight up there, and then I'm gonna cut a square straight across there. But who now? What does it? You have a worthy knife. All you got is those cheap homemade things that you've made from contractor blades. Dare you? There's no proper knife. Surely won't cut a strip of leather. Surely it's incapable of such a task. For you, West Desert, are no leathersmith. All right. Let's see if that's enough to do what do we want to do. Oh, snap. Hope I didn't cut it short. Hope I didn't cut it short. I might have cut it short. Oh! Width is good. Length is bad. Width, good. Bad. Maybe I cut the wrong one. Last chance. I don't have another piece. We'll cut that right across there. Meanwhile, I'm boasting about the knife and mucking up the whole situation. Being punished for my vanity. So, as I understand it, leather must be wet, sat in some water for a period of time But what we're going to do is try to determine how much gap we need in all the places with this scrap leather. So we'll put that there, fold that up. We'll push that into place. And for here, that seems good. Make a mark. Nope. More accurate mark than that. That's our trowel line. I'm going to put it right back in that same place. Try this at a different place on the jig. See if it also fits. Here it fits as well. Place I'd have the most concern probably be in this bend right here. Seems to have handled it no problem. So what that's going to mean for me, more epoxy. We're going to stick it down. We're going to follow this edge. On this side, we're going to do this one, and then we'll stick it based on these edges, right? Similar amount. We're using a quick set epoxy, no biggie. Oop, one drop. It's a 50-50 mix always with the epoxies that I use, so we don't have to do a whole lot of excess measuring. If the dollops look the same, probably outright. Let's mix them up. Make sure you're dragging all of it to the party. What you don't want to end up is one side hardener, one side epoxy, and then you got uneven drying. It's cloudy, this particular epoxy, when it's mixed up decent. This gets cloudy. I figure by the time we get this one glued up, hopefully I didn't glue the wrong side. Okay. Yeah. If you get this one glued up, you should probably be pretty close to the time of drying on this other one. You can probably use that same clamp. I'll give it a little nudge to be sure before I play myself. All right. Through the glue bolt dot. And hit this edge right there. Uh-oh. All the way over there. And because these meet right there, that's perfect for keeping me in check. I'm gonna loosen that thing up, bring it over here. Hold it in place with one hand, tighten it down with the other. These tend to want to twist when you're turning the screw, the centrifugal force, not just downward force. So now, oh, we've got that doing that. They say you soak the leather in water for like 10 minutes. Hot water, they say, or warm water. Everybody says warm or hot. I don't know. Let's go get some though. Let's go get some though. So ultimately we got our jig. We're just gonna shove it down in there once that's sets up. But before we do that, I'm gonna go find something I probably shouldn't. Soak this thing in there. Choke the leather. What's that mean? Make me a little cat purse. Let's see. Some water. Let it run till it's warm. I'll be rushing stuff. Some people say hot water is better. I do that. I rush stuff. If I could put it in a microwave, I might would. What's up, Mike Osborne? What's up, Jesse? What's up, Sloan? John Parham in the building. Hit the like button. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for moderating for me. Smallwood Lot, what's going on? And there he is, Mr. Rob in the building. It's taking a while for this water to get warm today. What's up with that? Team Eco, Anson West for today's lunch entertainment. Oh, cool. That's a few people on there, huh? What's up? How's it going? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just waiting on this weather a little bit. Got some rain out there right now. And I got a plumbing repair to go look at. I got to cut a ceiling open, look at a shower pan underneath. Hopefully it'll just be a pipe and not the actual pan itself. This bathroom I did 20 years ago, 16 years ago, before my sons were born. Those boys that tower above me and drive trucks now. All right, so all I'm doing is just saturating that in there. And if that gets good saturated, then we can we'll put the knife in it. Oh, we should wrap that knife in plastic first. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Meow. All right. Let's see. We'll grab the knife. We'll take it up. We'll wrap it in the plastic. That's what we're supposed to do, but we'll spray some. Might as well just put some WD-40 on it, right? WD-40 ought to work. Hold tight. We can do that right here. That way we don't have the kitchen smelling like WD-40. Idaho. What's good, man? So now we'll wrap that in the plastic, and then we can put it in our. Is that a vise? I guess mold. Put it in our mold. I'm not giving you snacks right now, kitty cat. I know it's unfair. I'm cruel. I am cruel. Not a good person. I get it. But you knew that. You knew that when you elected me head of this household. I was voted in fair and square. You deal with it. I'm not going to overcomplicate that. I'm just going to try to get it as tight as possible without cutting it, hopefully. With a little room to pinch. Bacon egg sandwich, yum, yeah. It sounds delicious, man. I wish I was having a bacon egg sandwich. Hold the cheese, please. All right. Don't fall. All right. So we lock that in and it's holding. And I'm sure at some point here it's just there and it's never going. But I'm going to crank that down a little extra right now. I'm going to take this little Mickey screwdriver and just see, there's a little bit of epoxy in there. I just want to make sure what's coming through there is dry. I don't want it sticking to my leather. That would be a tragedy. So in that regard, we need a little patience for that. I imagine we could put some of this similar stuff in there to protect it. But if we just give it a second to dry, I think we'll still be all right. Let me get another clamp. I'm back here in the land of clamps. And I've been thinking about making a shave horse. I don't know if any of you guys have ever made one. I think I want to make it off of this bench here, though. I think I'm going to just flip it where I can turn around and do it, use it, you know? Now, this is no finished fine piece of woodworking that I'm doing right here. So I don't mind it having dimples in it from this press. But I do very much want this to be nice and tight and dry before I put the leather in it. Hopefully the leather would just resist the epoxy because it'll be super wet, but I don't know. And I don't want to screw it up. I did, however, leave that leather upstairs, so I did sort of. All right, let's go get it. I could have sworn that we did. Cheers. Thanks for joining me today. Anybody that showed up, you made your shave horse? That's dope. Oh, did you enjoy? Like, what did you make yours out of? 2x or what? I've seen a couple different styles. I kind of want to do something that works for my bench top. It may end up being something a little unconventional too, but I'm not sure. I've seen some designs, but I haven't seen one that easily translates into my setup, and I don't have room for another purpose-built bench in my shop at this point. This has been soaking for a little while now. I think they said 10 minutes or so is what you need. I also heard that if it's floating, it's not quite ready. Mine's still floating. I think we're going to let this cat boss us around for a second. Hold on. This ought to be a commercial. Yes, my tree is back there still. And the boxes. Do you know why? Her. She loves it over there. It's like her own little cat village. And my wife is like, let her play. And then I'm like, okay. So it's the pecking order. My wife tells me what to do. Cat tells my wife what to do. I know you agree. But these are older cats. So what I do, they don't get free treats. I make them work for everything so they can stay active. And I just like random places they got to sniff out and get to. In order to get treats. Even this lazy one up top. But then they just start hunting. They're old, so I don't put too much on them. Active kitties. I lost like half of my audience. Okay, what was I? I was up here to get the leather. Okay, let's just take it down. Cheers. Iced coffee is the business. Y'all feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, man. It's free. You can become a member. As a member, you get perks like member chats. You get perks like members drawings and raffles and giveaways. I've done a dozen giveaways this year. So at least once a month, somebody gets something free and cool. And I don't give away any junk. Hello, Jesse. What's up, man? How you doing? I be saying, man, I'm not sure. Mike, the workbench be oak and probably maple screw vise. Nice. Oak is strong. So is maple. So I'm letting this leather sit in that water and just soak up. And I'm agitating it a little bit, just squeezing it together. I think I got that from Calvin. Let that stuff soak in. It's just water here. But I know he does it with the tannins and stuff like that. But I figure I could agitate it a little bit. Get it nice and pliable, nice and bendy. Nice and bendy. And right now, this doesn't seem too bad. It seems good, like it's doing what I wanted it to do. I'm stalling a little bit just because I want to make sure this epoxy was nice and dry, and I think it is now. So let's go ahead and give it some effort. Just gonna start this somewhere near the end. And I don't know, man. Maybe I should put it in here first. One of the problems, I think, because I got it exactly right here at the top. Let's see if we can just push it down. Right in that corner. Nope. Not with that, I'm not. But we gotta, there we go. Gotta make sure it gets to the bottom of our mold. all the way across. And then I'm going to try it's not doing the right thing. Yeah. Try it this way. Seems like at the bottom here, just don't have enough room at the bottom of the mold. I want each side to go in equally and to the bottom. Should have had a pair of maybe some needle nose pliers would have helped. That feels like the bottom. Pull the leather up on each side just to make sure I'm not binding out anywhere. And I think plan is basically you leave it there all day. I think. A little late to be on the guesswork, right? But I'm going to pinch these edges together wherever I can, with whatever clips I have available. Yeesh. Oh, that ain't gonna work. You will always use whatever clamps you have. I'm saying that to say you be in the clamp store sometimes and you say, I'm good on clamps. No, you're not. No, you're not. Think you good on clamps, B. But you're not. All right. I am going to try to grab the edge of this and pull it up just a little bit. That's good. That is what we wanted. That is what we wanted. There we have it. That's where we're going to be for the next 12 hours to 24 potentially. But we will obviously move it to another space once it sets up some. Once we know that the epoxy is nice and set, which it may already be. But we got us a good rig. We got somewhere for it to dry. And like all of our sheaths, we want them to look stylish and we want them to be functional. But I was happy the way this wooden one turned out. Pretty simple mechanism. It all always stays together. It's in there nice and comfy. If we need it out, easy peasy, Georgia Louise. Just put it in, put a little turn on it. That's it. I'm thinking maybe not leaving that texture on the back. I was going to do it because it was going to be a tabletop thing, but since I've got this leather on the back for the hinge, it can just sit upright like that just fine. So I think I answered my own question. Let's go ahead and sand that down, get that to flat. These are the old blade marks from the saw that initially cut this blank, I'm guessing. Looks good. Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick little sand. See if we can get this thing going. I'm gonna have to plug something in. Go ahead and flip that button, cuz. We got a little more right here. Like, it's like, just coming here being a stowaway in my shop and don't got the self-respect to hit the like button. How dare you? How double dare you? How double dog dare you, sir? Oh, ma'am. No discrimination over here. Just scoundrelly the way. Or you're a friend who did hit the like button, in which case I apologize. Absolutely apologize. My scandalous behavior. I think this is nice. This bottom side might be the best looking side, he said ironically. It might be the best looking side if I'm being frank. And I'm mostly being west, but still I'm telling the truth. You can see it. That's a 120 knockdown right there. You can see that burrow coming through. You can see those vivid colores beginning to show themselves. And of course, we're going to knock down and round over these edges. So we got nice, comfortable thing to hold on to. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Speed it up a little bit. See if we can get that last little bit off of there. Now, I'm going to jump straight in to the 120 grit. Knock a little of that dust off that thing. And after the one twinkle, we don't really got to go no further. But we might. Because we have to reapply our boiled linseed oil at that point. No big deal. But if we're going to do that, might as well get back down to our good, clean, sanded surface. Might even jump back over to that 320. Let's see. I want to say this is a 400 right here, wet, dry. Look at that. It's already starting to look like magic. With the corners too. And right now we're just sanding. Sanding down to what our anticipated finish is going to be. I think I'm happy with that, sand-wise. That means I can go ahead, get my boiled linseed oil on here. Throw some gloves on real fast. You know what it means when I whip the gloves out. I'm gonna dust this off real fast. And now the oil. I really enjoy this part. Told you that was going to be the best side. Might as well put another coat on everything. 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 We're going to want multiple coats of this till we've got a good, stable finish we don't have to think about. And that may take several treatments, depending on what you're using and what school of thought you subscribe to in your finishing. We cannot neglect the handle of the tool itself. You're going to absorb linseed oil for a little while to come. After it's done doing that, we'll put our finish on everything. There we have it. Hook knife and a burl case for it. Set that over there to dry properly. And these are probably okay. In terms of my form, is not likely to move at this point. But all of the rest of this is going to need drying time. So let's get the whole rig up and out of the way. And that didn't take too long to build. We did that right here pretty quick. I think that's going to work. For the shape of this handle, I think that's a much better answer than trying to build a wood block that's got to go around all these different contours that I've got on this handle. This is very ergonomic, but not the easiest thing to work around for the mechanics. So, our 2 hook knives posted up. One we're going to call complete. We're going to call that one to be continued. I think we've got a little bit of leather roping left. Probably use that. See if we can make something cool out of it. Make some kind of situation. That makes me look like I got a pot belly. And I don't. So, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I appreciate everything y'all have done. I really do appreciate it. And it's dope. New rap name, Wes Mortis. Isn't it ironic? Oh, funny. But I'm gone. Peace. Catch y'all next time. Check out my shorts. I did one this morning. Did a couple over the last couple days about these things. Maybe you'll enjoy them. Peace.